I'm going to share a lot of information about elephant grass, aka Bana grass, aka Napier grass. Firstly, I'm going to share information relating to its role in succession and pioneering and how it plays a role in the placenta. Napier grass or Bana grass or elephant grass, we'll call it elephant grass today. Elephant grass is a pioneer that starts the system. It is very, very powerful plant, and that's why we use it. If we don't use it the right way, or if we see it as an enemy, it will work against us and it will beat us because it's powerful. We'll use all of our resources trying to get rid of it, and then we'll be back to a place of less abundance than where it was before we began. So we use it to work for us. In succession, which underpins syntropic agroforestry, it plays a role at the start. So here is elephant grass, and as you can see, it's moving out of the system on its own. Succession removes it. It helps us by pioneering and creating conditions which don't favour it and favour the next level up of life and abundance. So don't fear it taking over. If it's taking over, it means it's indicating that you're doing the wrong thing, and it's a teacher and you learn from it. So if it invades, it's because the places around it need its help. Now, how to manage it? This is tricky. Managing Bana grass, elephant grass, is fairly straightforward. If you don't manage it properly, it's a headache. And this causes it to get a bad reputation. So, as we can see here, we've got elephant grass, which is very, very much alive, and it's there's no senescence here. It's in the very strong part of its life cycle, in the S curve of its life cycle, but it's just about to start slowing down, and it will create senescence as it starts to grow up and develop a cane. It develops canes like sugar cane, and once that happens, its photosynthesis is slowing down. This is normally the time when an elephant would be grazing it and renew it in nature, in the natural ecology. This is when an elephant comes in and eats it, but we're the elephant. So we have to have that same relationship in order for it to function properly. If we isolate it without the elephant and without us to manage it, it becomes a pest or senescent or whatever you like, but it's not as good as what it can be. So if you can put the camera down here, and we'll have a look down low, and we can see that it's still soft. If we have a look, the plant's still soft in there, but it's starting to develop canes. So here, this will grow a node, which will resprout. But at this point here, upwards, it's not going to. And there's your biomass. This is your biomass. This is what we're after. This biomass is what we're after. When it develops a cane, it's this biomass on top of a cane. There's not much biomass down there. All of its energy is going into reproductive tissues that when they fall over, they resprout. But this is where the photosynthesis energy and biomass is. So we maintain it like this. So what we do is we cut it off flush of the ground, as has been done. And I'll just take the camera over to have a look at this. Here is the situation where we're ready to manage it. See how it's got leaves all the way up. And see here, look at this. It's a beautiful stand of biomass. Very, very good. But also note that it has a tamarillo growing over the top of it. And this tamarillo is starting to shade it because the system is becoming more complex. And the Bana grass is moving out. But we're still managing it. So what we do is we've allowed no canes to develop. We've got to the maximum part of the S curve in its life cycle. It has produced the most photosynthesis that it will at this point, and it'll start to slow down and develop cane. So now is the time we manage it. So when it says 5% planting, 95% management, indeed, That's what it is. We are part of an intelligent system. So this is what we do. We cut it right down at the very, very base, flush with the ground, like this. And we've got all of this biomass. Look at it. Great. Awesome stuff. Great stuff. Now, if we get one with a cane developing, let's find one. Okay. We can sort of pretend that there's a cane developing on that one, right? Let's just say we've got a cane and we didn't catch up. It's fast. We're not perfect. Sometimes we'll get cane developing on the banana grass, on the elephant grass. Let's say that's a cane. What we do with the cane is we put it back where it came from, so it feeds itself and grows more banana grass, and we use the biomass where it belongs. And with a little bit of work with the machete, I have used the banana grass to feed my system, increase succession, and this will move out and Mombasa grass will move in. Thank you.